What is up, everybody? It is DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video for my channel. Today we have a really good one. We have a new ProReck PA speaker. It is the PR-915D from ProReck. This is a 15-inch woofer. It's a very powerful PA speaker. It has some features that we're going to be talking about, and we're going to get all into it today. So stay tuned for the whole video because I'm going to smash a lot of information for you. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. If you've never tuned into my channel, just know I love doing reviews. I love doing that research for you so you don't have to. Give it to you as easy as possible and then leave some links in case you're interested in some of the products that we talk about. I also find those hidden gems, those videos that you just can't find. I find those items that you don't see a lot of reviews on, but they still work, and I want to bring them to you. So that's what you kind of get here on my channel. I do like to chat a little bit, so if you don't want to do that and you just want to get straight to the point, well, maybe you need to move on to the next video. But for now, let's have some fun. Let's talk about this PR-915D and talk about some extra details as well. So thank you so much. Like, subscribe, share if this is helpful at all. Please follow my channel, join the Martini Nation. Let's build this great community up and hit 10,000 subscribers this year. Thank you so much. Let's get into the review on the ProReck PR-915D. So I did give you a little bit of information right at the start. It is a PA speaker. It does need to be plugged in. It's not powered or anything like that. Doesn't have its own battery or anything. It's not rechargeable or anything like that. But it is packing a lot of punch from the amplifiers with 500 watts of power from that woofer. It does have some DSP, some digital sound processing, Bluetooth, a color display is what they're really pushing on this. They really enjoy that they put a pretty good size, like, I don't know, what is it? I would say it's a 2x2 inch color display on it. That is really, really cool that we're going to show you today. I do like it. Now this thing is running about $290, but that's still pennies compared to some of those other speakers that you're going to find out there, and it still sounds fantastic. So I want to say ProReck did not provide me this bad boy this time. I bought it with my own pennies, so I'm still giving you my honest opinion, just like I always do anyways, but I just wanted to let you know that. Did pick this up. I wanted to get it out as fast as I could and get it to you guys because, once again, my channel doesn't matter if I don't have you guys supporting it and liking the content that I'm bringing to you. So I got this one as quick as I could so I can do also a comparison with that SP15, which is coming really, really soon. I'm not going to give you any really big hints. This one, you're going to have to stay tuned for that video, so hit those bell notifications so you know when I come out with another video on the ProReck 915 versus the SP15, and we'll find out which one's better because a lot of people are going to ask me that too. I already know. So stay tuned for that video coming up as well. But let's get into a little bit of the boring stuff. What is in the box? Well, the box is right here. You see the 915D, pretty big box. It was well packed, had styrofoam and covers and plastic covers and everything in there. I'm not going to get too detailed on that. But really all that's in the box is the actual PA system or PA speaker in this black nice color. We're going to go take a quick look at this here in just a second, but comes with an instruction manual. It was a little wrinkled up, a little smashed in there, but it does have nice explanations, nice color pages in there about how to use the speaker. But what I like about this ProReck speaker, it's very, very easy to use. If you've ever used another PA speaker, this one is just going to fall right into your hands and you're going to be like, oh yeah, I know how to operate this thing. I will show you how to do it today, but it is super simple. Even for the novice, the beginning DJ, the home enthusiast that just wants a nice little PA speaker in the backyard, in that special area by the pool, or maybe just in your basement, you want to boom the basement a little bit up. So yes, it does come with instruction manual. It did come with the power supply or just the regular 3-prong cord that you normally get with these type of speakers. It comes with it. This one is, I would say it's a little bit longer than 4 foot. I would say it's probably about 5 foot. So not super long, but good enough to get the job done. It does not come, I have it on a pole mount right now, but it does not come with the pole mount. It's just the speaker, the instruction manual, and the power cord. So just to let you know there, we're going to look at the speaker in just a second. Like I said, $290 going right now. Now that SP15 is about $270, so it's about $20 more that they're going to charge you for that color display. It does have Bluetooth, has digital presets that you can go through that I'll show you when we get there. It is rugged, does have a good build. I'll show you that here in a second. Technical specs, like I said, 15-inch woofer. They say it's a VC treated paper cone on it. Class D amplifier, which we always do like, especially if you're a DJ. It does have those presets that we'll go over here in a little bit. It does have that colored TFT display. It is a little bit heavier, I will say that. This thing weighs about 60 pounds, and I think the SP15 is a little bit lighter, in my opinion. So if you are lugging these around, you are doing mobile gigs a lot, this one is a little bit heavier, but nothing that's going to break your back. But it is a little bit heavier, and I did notice it the first time I put it on a pole mount. So it does have a little bit more weight to it. Other than that, really, that's it, guys. It's really a simple speaker, really easy to use. So let's go ahead and get down to it, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at the features, turn it on, all that good stuff. All right, guys, so let's take a quick look at the speaker right here, and we have the front grille right here. Very, very, very nice metal construction. Very, very nice grille. You have a big 15-inch woofer behind here, along with your power horn up here up top. Got nice handles here with the ProReck emblems on them. Very nice, very strong. You have notches to be able to lay this down, so you can go ahead and use it as a monitor speaker as well if you wanted to do that. You have a big old handle up top. On the bottom, you do have a pole mount, so you can pole mount this, which it is on right now. You do have your power supply right here, so that's how you plug it in. Inline fuse, power switch, amplifier. You have two lines here. You have input 1, input 2, combo jack, so you can use quarter jack or XLR on these. You do have your channel gains right here. You do have line switches, so you do have line switch here, or you can have a mic input here. So if you switch those switches, you'll be able to use line or mic. You do have a mix output here, and you do see there's a link line right here. So there's a link button here. So you have mix out. Mix out's going to have all your channels on it from everything. So most of the time you're going to be using it on the mix out. But if you wanted to plug in something here and you wanted to go to the other speaker, whatever you plugged in here, then you might want to hit that line out, and it's going to be connected to that mix out. So just an added thing. There might be some things that maybe you want it to go to a certain place, and you're going to be able to use that line out to make sure that it goes there. You do have a 3.5 millimeter jack, which is cool. On the SP15, they have an RCA jack, so I would have been okay with either, but it is nice to have that jack on a PA speaker so you can quickly connect to things if you want. Now, this speaker does have Bluetooth. It has Bluetooth 5.0, and it also has a button right here for True Wireless Sound Connect. So you can connect two of these speakers wirelessly through Bluetooth. So you can have an iPad, connect the Bluetooth to this speaker, hit this button, have another speaker of the same model, the PR-915D, and you can connect to the True Wireless Sound all wirelessly. Now, the only thing that it might not do is it might not take any of your signals from your microphone. So it's only going to be the Bluetooth music that you're going to be able to use with that. But it is a nice feature if you wanted to just connect through Bluetooth. You're just playing music. You want it to be completely wireless. Yeah, you can get this done with this, which is really, really cool. You do have your volume knobs, everything like that, and there is going to be your color screen on here. Let's just kind of turn it a little bit more here. See that other handle, and like I said, very, very cool. Go ahead and fire it up, and you're going to get that nice ProReck logo. I'll show you that color screen here in a minute, but look at that. You got a nice lighted emblem up there, which is kind of cool. I was kind of surprised when I saw that. Very cool. Let's go back to that color screen. We're going to move in closer so you can take a look at this screen. let's go ahead and turn this off because we're not going to be able to use that. But that is your true wireless sound connect. If you wanted to connect to another wireless speaker, we could get that done. But that's your color screen, which is really, really nice. So you have your input levels, and so these are little, I would say they're VU meters, so it'll show the progress on your music. You have your gain levels. This is your master. You can see I'm affecting the master volume on this for gains there. So, and they're just, they don't show anywhere on here, but they do show where you're at via the little dot right there, you can see. All right, so it does have some cool options, so we'll go ahead and hit. So here's your menu, and you just can see that we can go through the menu there. We have modes. So these are your digital signal presets. You have music, you have club, you have live, and you have speech. And it shows you exactly where you're going to be. It actually shows you, the decibels and everything. It shows you where you are on the EQ spectral little map there. So very, very cool. And you can go to club. You can see there. You can see the live, and you can see speech. So my favorites are always, music and live, actually. Club is cool if you want a little bit more bass, but I usually want my music kind of clean, so I'm going to usually go live or go just regular music. And you can see that if we go to, let's see, club, music and club are really, really close anyways for the bass. It changes up the treble a little bit more spikes on the voice, it looks like there. And then live and club are very, very similar as well. So speech really reduces the bass a little bit there. But you can see where it is there. Some of them are pretty similar, but they do work and they do change your sound when you're adjusting. So click that in to select it. Click and hold to go to the next thing. So you do have a sub option. You can go ahead and, if you hook this up to a sub, you can go ahead and tell it where you want that sub to pick up the frequencies, at 100 hertz, 80 hertz, 120, 150. So very, very high tech there, and does some things that those more expensive speakers do. So very, very cool. All right, so then we have an actual little EQ for your bass and your treble. You can raise the bass, you can raise the treble. We'll keep it just the way it is though right now. Go hold it. It does have a delay, so if you notice where you're setting it up, you want to adjust that delay, you definitely can do that as well. Location is going to be for, a pole mount or a bracket mount. So that's, like I said, does have a little bracket point there if you wanted to go ahead and do that. We're on a pole though, so we'll keep that the way it is. And then it does have some settings here to be able to adjust the brightness of the screen. Now, the one thing I wish it did have is to be able, and I like how it can go up to 11. That's pretty cool. That's Rockstar right there. But that is going to be the brightness. And then also Bluetooth for the ProReck. You can go ahead and get that adjusted as well if you wanted to Bluetooth connect, and it's going to tell you if you're connected or disconnected. But those are pretty much it. And then when you want to go back to the outside, you just click it, hold it, and there's, like I said, your master volume. All right, so pretty cool little display. You can kind of see what you can do with it. We'll go ahead and give it a sound test here in just a second. All I want to show you guys really quick is I'm going to connect it via a little extra phone I have actually through 3.5. So we're going to go ahead and plug this in to the 3.5, and I do have an adapter for it. See, USB Type-C, little adapter to hook into a phone. Now you could also do Bluetooth, like I said, so it's not a big deal. You could do Bluetooth, but see, I just connected into my little phone here, and we are connected to the speaker. Now you could also do Bluetooth. It's not a big deal. So I have an Android device here. So I'll go into my Android device here. You'd go to Connect Devices, You're going to look for all your devices here, see all. I don't see the Bluetooth here, but we can go to pair. I'm going to hit that button to pair. And then we're going to hit pair new device here. And it is saying the ProReck right here. See, it says ProReck. And we're just going to hit the ProReck. It says, do you want to pair? Yes, we do. And you see we're connected. And it also shows that we're paired Bluetooth. Now, it would be the same type of thing to pair to another speaker if you would just hold that to go ahead and pair. But that's how you Bluetooth pair as well. Let's go ahead and switch. I am going to switch to a different device just so I have some Bluetooth music that I can play for you guys. So we'll go ahead and do that here in just a second. All right, guys, so we're going to go give you a sound test right here. You're going to see me in the clip a little bit. I'm going to also record the back of the speakers so you can see what that UV meters look like and everything, and I'll adjust the volumes a little bit. But you'll be able to check this out. I'll be about 10 feet away with my mic. And like I said, so you won't be able to hear me, but I'll just give you a quick sound test. I'm going to play two different songs. One kind of has a little bit of everything in it, a little bit of rap, a little bit of rock, a little bit of everything. So hopefully it doesn't get copyright. And then I'll play another little slower jam for you guys to get a little bit of clarity. But yeah, we'll give it a quick sound test from about 12 feet away. So be about kind of on a dance floor what you kind of hear.
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control in me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
All right, buddy, let's talk about that sound test. I think it sounded really good. It's really a bassful speaker, the PR-915D, and so you are going to battle the bass over the clarity on this one. So it is very bassful. Now, I had everything flat. I have the bass at 0. I have the treble at 0. I had the presets basically in the music settings, so it was a little bit more bassful. So basically with the digital sound presets, the bass and the club are going to be more bassful, and then the speech and the live are going to be flatline the bass a little bit and increase your higher frequencies. And I was using the club and the live more in the little sound test. So definitely showing the bassfulness of the speaker, which I do like, and a lot of DJs will like. But a lot of DJs also like clarity. I like clarity a lot too, and I think it battles the clarity a little bit on this. So you can adjust it to how you like it. So it does have the ability to lower the bass, increase treble with the adjustments there, but you're going to have to find that sweet spot that you like, because it is a little more bassful speaker than some other speakers out there. So definitely want to tell you that, but like I said, that's going to be a pro or con to some people, but I really like it. A lot of people are going to like to be able to get maybe 2 of these, use them for smaller gigs, and not have to take a subwoofer. So let's go into pros and cons. We're going to try to keep this moving along here. Pros for sure, you know I'm going to hit you with the value at $290. Great value, great speaker, and even better value if you use my discount code from ProReck. I'll leave it in the links for you to take a look, but 11% off, so you're going to get even more off this thing. So you can pick up 2 and have a really easy, quick setup. Like I said, has a true wireless sound, so you can connect without wires. You can Bluetooth to it, and boom, you have a little mini setup for those background type gigs that you just need background music, and it's almost wireless, guys. You just have to plug them into an outlet. So very, very cool. The only thing I will say is that the microphone will only work on one of these speakers. So but other than that, yeah, pretty wireless, guys. More positives, definitely the build, the construction, the look, very good. I gotta give it to ProReck. That color TFT color LCD display is rocking. It looks good. It's very cool. It's super easy to use. So if you're an advanced DJ or a beginning DJ, you're going to figure out how to use this, because it's just labeled nicely: mode, sub, treble, delay, location, settings. Boom. And then you can easily go through with the knob. It works flawlessly. You click it in, it takes you there. You click and hold. And then if you want to get out, you click and hold. So yes, it's very easy to use. Like I said, click and hold to get out. Yeah, it's just super easy, and it works really good, and it's like fast too. Like you can easily get into anything pretty quick. So it actually works very, very good. So that color display, the operating system, the knob, all works together very well. So kudos to ProReck for that color display. I think it works good. It is cool. Now, I will say really quick, I am going to do a comparison with the SP15, and we will battle them together, and I'll tell you which one do I think is the one to go with. But you got to wait for that video. So please like, subscribe, share, hit the bell notifications so you know when to lock into that video or when it comes out, because it is coming out soon. And I know all you ProReck fans are going to want to know the battle between the SP15 or the 915D. So it's coming out. It's coming out soon. But you got to lock in, hit the bell notification so you know when I come out with that video. All right, it wouldn't be DJ Martini Midwest Reviews if I didn't give you some negatives on this as well. So first negative, guys, is the light up emblem is cool in my opinion, but some DJs are going to want to be able to turn that off, and there's no way to do that. So you can't turn it off. It's just on. Once you turn the speaker on, it turns on. So you can't turn that off. That's going to be a negative on the speaker. Another negative is there is an audible hiss. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's nothing that's going to break the bank. It's nothing crazy, but there is a little bit of hiss on the speaker. So just to let you know there. Sound on this, okay? It is bassful, and it could be pros or cons depending on how you're looking at it, but I'm being a little bit picky. You're going to have to play with the speaker a little bit to get the clarity out of it. Like I said, it's pretty bassful, so A lot of DJs are going to say, hey, I don't care, I want this thing to pound the low end out, and you know, it is what it is. Yes, a lot of people are going to like that, but if you want a little bit more clarity out of the speaker, you're going to have to really play with it to get it perfectly, to get some really good clarity out of the speaker. So that's just my opinion, my ear, those types of things, but I still like it. Like I said, a lot of DJs are going to like it because of the low thump that you get out of this. Now, both of these are great values, but we're talking about the 915 today, and you'll have to wait for that review coming out really quick while I battle them, and we'll see which one I decide is a better speaker. But coming soon. Other than that, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. Hopefully this has been helpful, and thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and we'll see you really soon on my next video or tutorial.